This is the Rs3m V5 ball core. It's a $25 cube. It comes with UV coating and corner-to-core magnets for added stability. It is 56 millimeters across. It has a dual adjustment system, meaning you can adjust screw depth and axis distance. Meaning you can adjust axis distance and spring compression by screw depth and this little ring on the outside, which compresses the spring, or in this case, maglev, because this cube has repelling magnets in the core instead of springs. This helps reduce friction and make the cube feel very glidey when you're turning. The outside can be adjusted with your finger or with a tool, which comes with the cube. So for accessories, we get a screwdriver, an adjustment tool, and a little piece here. I'm not gonna be opening these because I already have like a lot of this exact set of accessories. So I'm just gonna put it in the box with the other Moyu screwdriver. In my opinion, 56 millimeters is honestly more comfortable than 55, which has been kind of the trend for most cubes nowadays. 55 tends to feel a little bit too difficult for me to do D2 double flicks on for aprons and algorithms like that. So I'm pretty happy with the size of this cube. In terms of performance, the corner cutting is very good. It goes over 45 pretty well. And then reverse corner cutting almost line to line, which is very, very good. The corner cutting is fantastic. The cube feels really nice. It's kind of like a blocky, stable but still flexible feel, if that makes sense. It's very much an Rs3m. If you remember the original Rs3m 2020, it was kind of a flexible cube that still had a blocky tactile feel. The Rs3m V5 ball core is very much like that. Other performance notes, when you first get it, it is pretty sandy and not very good. So don't judge it based on how it feels right out of the box, because it won't be very good right out of the box even after setting it up. You'll have to set it up and then use it for a couple of days or maybe a week or two before it becomes broken in, or before the plastic wears down enough to where it feels how it's going to feel for the rest of its lifespan. Speaking of plastic, let's go ahead and take a piece out, because there is some texture on the pieces. As you can see here, it has like that fish scale pattern they've been using on their flagships for a long time now. I'm not sure if I would call this a Moyu flagship, since most of their cubes have been like $200 recently, but it is still a pretty good cube, and it's not really budget for $25. Yeah, so the piece design is pretty much the same as it's been, and in there you can see the ball core, which has the magnets, which attract the magnets in the corner stocks. Pretty much every flagship cube has these nowadays, and I personally am a big fan of it because I feel like it actually makes the cube much more stable. So yeah, that's all the main specs and information about the cube. I'm going to jump into some solves and give you some more of my more detailed thoughts about the cube. Hopefully it'll help you decide whether or not to get this Speedcube. So long story short, the cube is really good, and I like the corner cutting, I like the UV coating, it's really nice, and the feel of the cube is also really nice. It's kind of blocky and tactile, but still maintaining the flexibility of the original Rs3m, which I really like. The piece they feel a little bit lighter. It feels lighter to turn each layer than the original Rs3m. It kind of reminds me of the YS3m, but with slightly lighter pieces, if that makes sense. The cube is good both fast and slow. I tried both fast and slow setups. I prefer mine moderately fast, but I think it's nice that it works both ways, since a lot of cubes lately have tended to favor extremely fast setups like the Super Weilongs and the Gan 16, which, you know, tend to get set up pretty fast. But I think with this cube, it definitely works well both ways. The adjustment system is super simple and easy to use. I don't think the non-adjustable magnets is an issue because the magnet strength they've chosen is good for this cube. So yeah, overall I think there's not really any complaints besides the cube being a little loud and the corner cutting being a little snappy, but that's not really a performance thing and more just a sound thing, which is personal preference. So yeah, that's the Rs3m V5. In my opinion, it is a very, very good cube. possibly could be slightly improved by maybe not having such snappy corner cutting, but that isn't really a problem as you get used to it, and it's more like a jarring sound than an actual like hindrance installs. And after a lot of testing, the cube kind of feels like a cross between an Rs3m 2020 and a Worm V9, because it has kind of like the lighter pieces and a plastic feel of the WRM, but it has still like the blockiness and tactility of the Rs3m from 2020. Anyway, yeah, it's a very good cube. If you don't know what you like or what to try, the cube is very much worth trying in my opinion. However, I would be careful because dropping this will very likely break it on like a wooden or hard floor, just because the pieces are very fragile and I have no idea why. One of the pieces on my yellow side is actually cracked. It's really hard to see. But yeah, be careful if you do get this cube, and maybe that's something to keep in mind if you are prone to dropping your cubes. Anyway, thanks for watching.